said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Gamecocks will put total under to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. And the Dogs hit it quickly to the line. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Taking a shot on the first play. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games and big moments where he's really shined. That's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Catch in the middle. It's great. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense will stay on the field with 4th and goal coming up. jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in, got that sucker in there.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. It's caught. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving away from pressure. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Listen, he's running for his life. I get it. The QB gets scrambled outside the pocket. I just like to see him flick it out of bounds real quick. Counts as an incompletion, and no sack, no loss of yardage. Live to fight another down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it's...
Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Just a little off. Incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback keeper. Runs for the tackle. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. You got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Georgia going up tempo.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predicting.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash.
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing them is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do, and right there, misfire on the pass, and this defense now sets their offense up with good field position.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Dogs will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to Brown. Trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that's going to tie it up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Got a little room. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
To the air, it's Sellers. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead's extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Caught near the sideline, it's Bennett. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Wants to adjust the pattern. Direct snap. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 25 over Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Craven. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
To the air, it's Sellers. Snagged out of the air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Brown has it. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Space at the 25. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, South Carolina! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Got a wide open receiver. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
After the productive first down play in 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able.
He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 20. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. This one's complete. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Looking for room, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down mark.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. There's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. Gets away. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job.
Looking for a deep man. Breaks it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And man, this guy's showing you the whole game, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously in this situation, you need a touchdown to win the game, and they're being aggressive. They're taking shots down the field. You got to remember, you're probably not going to be able to get it all back on one throw. You've got to be smart. Quarterback's got to make good decisions.
He's going to fire deep. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Let's it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take a shot. It's picked off. That's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that,